know you don't smoke weed. I know this. But I'm gonna get you high today. Because it's Friday, you ain't got no job, and you ain't got shit to do.
Yo, it's your boy Big F, a.k.a. The Double Vodka Don. You're my co-host, SoundCloud King, Young Lady Jetski. Producer Colin Cooper on the ones and twos, the real MVP of the podcast. We are 808 Smoke. Before we get into it, today's Thursday night. This podcast, you'll be listening to this probably Friday morning. I got a DM this morning from a loyal 808 Smoke Breaks fan that generally brought a tear to my eye. When I say that, I don't mean... I say that sometimes joking-wise. I genuinely was sitting in my bed when I read this, and I shed a tear. It said, "Yo, Ev, I wanted to thank you for 808s and Smoke Breaks. Every Friday I have to drive an hour and a half to my mom's house because she's going through radiation. Every Friday at work I look forward to listening to your podcast because it keeps my mind off what's going on and puts a smile on my face. Thank you again." That was from a young gentleman named Chad at Chatterbox33. Chad is a 23-year-old from Richmond, Virginia. And honestly, when I read the DM, I was so overwhelmed, like partly because I just feel for this kid, and then also partly I just was such in shock at the impact that we have, and that it's like it was just crazy for me to think that just us just talking bullshit, just getting high, talking about fucking weed and just music and sports and just talking dick jokes and pussy and whatever, blah blah blah, all that shit. It just like blew my mind that we could have that kind of impact on someone. And it made me think, I just was like, I want to help this kid out. So I responded to him. I've been talking to him all day, and he's such a good guy. He didn't want money. All he wanted to do was raise money for the cause. His mother is dealing with breast cancer. She just had a really expensive surgery. So I thought the best thing to do was I'm going to open my Venmo. My Venmo is Evan-McDowell-1. That's EVAN-MCDOWELL-1. And all the money that's sent is going to go to him and his family. He didn't want it, but I got him to agree to it. He's super psyched. He's just a really awesome kid. And I feel just honored, just humbled that someone would even think of us in that kind of way. And I want to do whatever I can for this kid. So I'm asking anyone listening to this, please hit my Venmo. It's my word, Scout's honor. Fuck all the bookie payments that I do. None of it will go to the bookie. Chad. That's on my mother's life. That's on Chad's mother's life. That every cent, every dollar is going to go to his family to help them. The cost of the expensive surgery, all the things they deal with, maybe whatever they see fit to spend it on. That's where it's going to go. And I'll say this to everyone listening, exactly what I told him. I said, he's a member of the 808s family. I consider this is a family. We're all family. The three of us are 100%. Family. Everyone listening, this is I consider family. If you're spending 45 minutes, hour of your time listening to us every week, you're family to me. 808s and Smoke Breaks is a family. So I would do this for anybody, anyone that is going through this. Even if you just need someone to talk to, anybody, I'm here for you, and we're here for you. And I'll do anything for anyone that listens to this. I don't care how big it gets, however, whatever. I'll do anything for any of you guys, and I just want to say I appreciate all you guys so much, everyone that listens, and I'm glad that we have a platform, have some followers that we can reach out and hopefully raise some money for Chad and his mother and his family.
100%. It's crazy how like the range of shit or DMs you'll field. Like, I don't know, we probably both get lobbed, or all three of us get lobbed like DMs all the time, asking like, how can you get me a job at Barstool? How can you do this? Like, this kid is just genuinely saying like the time that we spend, like you said, bullshitting, makes probably what might be the worst part of his week a little bit brighter and makes his day a little bit better. So, anybody that can help out. Breast cancer affects so many women in this country across the board, like all races, all shapes, sizes, and cancer's a terrible disease. And if there's any way that we can help out this kid and make his mom's journey through what she's going through a little bit easier. I mean, I'll be donating some money, even if I'll be straight. It's like I'm going to donate $5,000, but I'm going to put $100 or so in there. And if you're listening and you can put in $25, $50 for this kid, like a little bit goes a long way. If
literally anything, whatever you can do, whether it's $1, $5, $20, $100, whatever you can do, it all helps. It's all appreciative. And I don't know, this kid Chad's a great kid. He's going to come up. He said he says he's coming up to New York, gonna do some double vodkas with us, some blunts.
We gotta
Really
have
excited
him.
about that. He's an awesome kid.
We'll have him sitting on the pod or something.
Oh
when he
yeah, no,
comes up
for sure. He'll definitely 100% we'll have him on the pod, no doubt.
We have to get him high
Great
as shit.
kid. Shout out to Chad. We love you. Really appreciate you. I'm still when you're listening to this, hopefully we'll still be DMing tomorrow. I'm staying in touch with you. Hope everything works out. I know everyone's here dealt with it. I know it was funny because the way he was kind of explaining his story, just how he said with his mother and everything, kind of the way how he has to like go with the radiation. And I remember like back, so my best friend's mom passed from cancer, and I remember like every day after school, he used to have to bring her to treatment and stuff. And it kind of brought me back to thinking about that. And his mother was like a second mother to me. Like I still think about her every day, all the time. Just such a great lady, just a great person, and just so many people are impacted by it. So I mean, whatever we can do, anything we can do to help Chad or anyone who listens to this, please don't hesitate to ask. I'll do anything for you guys, literally anything. You guys are family to me.
I think next week we should all post up in pink when we record the podcast.
100%.
Maybe raise some breast cancer awareness, just kind of spread that love and the message that he's not alone going through this, and we're gonna do everything we can to try to help him. So shout out Chad. Stay strong, keep pulling, keep being that strong son for your mom. It's gonna go a long way, and make just keep your head down. And as we said, it affects a lot of people, and it affects
like everyone at this point, man. Like everyone's been touched by it in some way.
So it can there's only so much that we can do necessarily financially, but even like I said, the littlest bit helps.
Everything helps.
A long way.
So I'll say it again. My Venmo, Evan-McDowell-1, EVAN-MCDOWELL-1. Every dime, every cent that gets sent in that Venmo over the next couple days, we'll say the cutoff. We'll say through the weekend, through Sunday. Everything that gets sent in there, I'll be giving to Chad on Monday and his family, and I hope that can shed a bit of light on just a really shitty situation. And we wish him the best. I wish his family the best, all his loved ones the best, and I wish her hopefully she gets the treatment she needs, back to a healthy recovery, get things going.
There we go. All right, switching gears a little bit, kind of bringing up the mood. So we are joined today on this episode of 808s and Smoke Breaks by a frequent collaborator of the Wayne Jeske music catalog, my boy, my producer, my soulmate, my buddy Arco Sno, aka Arco This Go Crazy.
Arco This Go Crazy.
How we doing? Talking into that mic.
Gang, let's go, baby. Let's get it.
So
Arco This Go Crazy.
Arco is a big time producer I won't say big time. I'm not gonna gas him up too much, but he's a producer out of started out off born in Mass. Now he's living in Jersey. We met through a mutual friend through Sag, my other producer. Makes fire ass beats. Is a fucking take chamber. Always has hot takes. Is always ready to tell someone what's on his mind. Welcome to the show. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. How you guys doing?
We're good.
Chilling, bro.
Make sure you're talking to that mic.
Like this close? You want
Like that close.
Right up in that bitch.
Got you.
So give everybody a little bit. So I explain that you were a producer. Explain how you got into creating music. You don't necessarily have to give it a huge in-depth journey, but maybe kind of
tell your story.
Tell your story a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, always as a little kid, I've loved music. And I remember I think most kids in high school did this, like just being on Dat Piff, hot new hip hop, hip hop early, just searching for tracks, searching. Dat Piff, just downloading albums that had nice artwork. I would do that. And I just figured by the time I was in college, I was good at finding new artists that ended up popping. And I would show my friends music, and some of them would even be like, "Yo, this is garbage. What are you showing me?" And then 2 years later, that'd be one of the most popping artists out. So I just decided one day, me and Sag were talking about making beats, and we were just like, "Fuck it, let's do it." We went home. I can swear, right?
Yeah, of course.
Hell yeah.
We talk about jerking off 90% of our content is about masturbating, so you're good.
We went to it was a Christmas break, and I remember I downloaded the Fruity Loops demo, and I just started watching mad YouTube videos, and me and Sag were texting back and forth, and basically figured it out. Went back to school, found the artist, started working with the artist. It's Wonderful Dave, and we just started linking. I was making beats probably 24/7 at that time. Should have been like studying for exams and shit.
Shit was trash when you first started.
Oh, it was so bad, bro. It was so bad.
I should say I imagine like you were sending me the beats.
I mean,
when you
it's
first
a
started,
fact.
so
Yeah,
I know,
I mean, they're on SoundCloud.
yeah,
so.
they're
Like they are
Our first
so
songs.
garbage. Yeah, I remember I would go to the library at like 4 p.m. Be like, all right, I'm gonna study till 9 and then make beats till like 2 a.m. and it would be like 4:15. I would just start making beats. So I kind of got addicted that way, and that's kind of how I got good, just making thousands and thousands of beats.
And then me and Arco linked up because one through my buddy Saj, who I frequently reference on this pod, and also through It's Wonderful, as he just mentioned, who friend of the pod.
Yeah, we interviewed him.
Interviewed him, great dude. But I found
Pineapple Gang.
Oh yeah,
The
Pineapple Gang. Saj actually turned me on to Wonderful's
turned you
music. Not turn me on. Pause.
Sus boy.
Turn me on to Wonderful's music, and I hadn't met Denzel yet, but he was telling me that like my roommate, my buddy, he's going to produce with me, like telling me we want to eventually see if we can work with this kid. And then we all met together, I think for the first time at my party, my friend.
Yeah,
house,
and
right?
what's funny is that It's Wonderful was like super hype about it. He was like, yo, this random kid from Stevens wants me to like throw a concert at his school.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, where he like showed me the DMs. I saw the Wayne Jessica. I was like, dude, this is dope. This is big. And then like 2 days later, Saj is like, yo, my friend's been like bothering Dave, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, who is he? He's like, Kevin. I'm like, oh, he's like, he goes by Wayne Jessica. And I was like, oh shit. And then it all clicked. And I remember the first time I saw you, bro.
I was on some shit.
Bro, you were on some crazy shit.
I was fucked up.
You
My
were
man gets
so
sloppy, bro.
fucked up.
I think it was St. Patty's Day, right?
Nah. It might have been like a weekend before that because I went down to your.
Wasn't I wearing like a Cam Chancellor jersey or something?
I think so.
Rocking
I
a,
think
that's
so.
kind of fire.
Oh, that's
was
when
fire.
you fought the kids. We were slapping each other.
Yeah, we
in
were
the
slap
face.
boxing people. Me and Wonderful slap box, and then I was putting lotion on my hand, just going up to random
Did
kids.
Wonderful give you the work?
Slapping him my. Yeah, but he was way less fucked up than I was. So I was. Way
Yeah,
more
he
drunk.
was. I haven't seen you that gone since, bro.
Yeah, I was fucked up.
You just walked out of your room and I could just see it on his face. I was like,
Eyes closed.
what is
no
this
one's
kid
home.
That's
on
what they
right
like,
now?
Lights on, no one's home. I've been
And-
there too many times.
Yeah, but then after that debacle, we started hanging out more, like the three of us or maybe four of us with Wonderful included, just in like the Seton Court fucking
Yeah,
apartments.
whenever we could, we
whenever
would
we
just
could.
randomly show up and just make some shit happen.
Link up, make music on a little $50 microphone, and some of my biggest songs were recorded on that same $50 microphone, like
Yeah.
that same.
Yeah,
like,
I was gonna
Oh
say-
my, Hatchback Honey are all recorded on that shitty ass mic.
I was gonna say because of how good the quality of music was so high that we were making at the time, like it was easy for us to like stick to it. I
Yeah.
feel like when we started dropping and seeing like the results without real promotion, like
It
we were
was
doing
w-
pretty good numbers.
It was once like I felt like at first I didn't know how to like really rap, and then I kind of did like the whole half sing, half auto tune. The first time I heard my voice with auto tune, like the effects on it, I was like, what the fuck? All right, this is actually something that could be a thing, and like we could stick with this sound. So and since then we've kind of, I don't think we've ever. You obviously went home, moved back to Mass for a little bit. We weren't as like in the groove making music because we weren't like in a spot where we could hang
Yeah,
out.
we
But
could,
now
like-
we've been picking it up again.
Yeah,
Now we're in the
yeah.
groove. We're hanging out at least like once a week or once every other week, like kind of getting back into the grind, putting shit
Making
out. So
2
me and
or
Arco
3
got a lot.
songs.
We got a lot coming out right now.
It's a
Let's
fact.
go.
We got a lot on
Let's
the way.
go.
But that's not. We didn't
Lot
bring
in
him
the
here
fault.
to just give the dissertation on how the Wayne Jessica Arco relationship came. We want to
Peep that music though. Peep their music.
yeah,
though.
peep the
Real
music,
shit.
of course. Follow his Instagram page. What's your music Instagram page?
Arco This Go Crazy, ARCO, This Go Crazy.
You heard?
And his Twitter as well, same thing. Or is that just Arco
No,
Sno on Twitter?
it's Beats by Snow.
Beats by Snow.
I have
Okay.
to change that.
Hit him on the DM if you want to buy some beats. But we also wanted Arco here because he's notorious.
Only if you're not trash though, because I hate when trash niggas say that.
Yeah, we don't fuck with trash rappers.
Yeah,
no
trash
trash
rappers are
rappers.
the
None of
trash
that.
rappers are like parasites, bro.
Why do you say that?
Bro,
Leeches.
because they just like
Leeches.
and it's always when it's gonna happen after you start doing it. Like if you drop a big song with somebody starts doing numbers, like someone retweets your shit, anything like that, all of a sudden you got like 5 DMs minimally. Yo, can I cop a beat? Like, yo, let me get a beat from you, or yo, pay for like a feature from me. Like that's the worst when they're
Asking
asking
them-
you
You
to
to
sell
pay
their
for
own
them,
features.
that's
That's the
fucked up.
worst,
I've
bro.
never done that in my entire
That
life. I've
is
been
the
finessed.
worst.
I've been finessed. I've paid for features and gotten finessed,
Yeah.
as did Arco. We both
Yeah.
got finessed together. We haven't.
Well, I never pay for that.
Yeah, well, I know. I paid for it.
No, Rob did.
Oh, Rob did pay for
Yeah.
it. Damn. So he got finessed, I guess.
Fuck 24.
In your place.
Yeah, look.
I don't know if we've ever publicly announced that whole story, but that's for another time.
Yeah,
that's
one time.
actually a good story for story time. I'll tell the
I did.
whole story.
I want to set his ass up, not like set his ass up, but I want him to come in here and just grill his ass.
Yeah, we'll tell him we're coming for an interview,
For a
and then I'll
real
just be
interview, and
like,
I'll be
give me my
I'll be like,
$1,000,
yo,
sir.
where's that rack for my guy jet ski? We got a problem.
We'll do that.
Real
We'll
shit.
do that one week for a story time. I'll actually reveal the identity of the rapper who finessed me for $1,000 for a feature.
Even though I just said it.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if they could put it together.
They know. They know.
Anyway, as I was saying, Arco. Anybody who knows Arco knows he's a notorious debater. He's very bullheaded. He has his takes, and even if he's wrong, sometimes he'll stick in his position and fire some facts off, maybe some fake facts to
Fake
kind of
facts.
bolster his stance. So
Whoa.
I'm glad to have him in here as
No,
more of a
no,
co-host
no,
than a
no.
No, I
guest.
respect that though. Sometimes once you just dig your heels in on a take, you gotta just fight it.
Yeah, I'm not even,
You just gotta. I'm saying, but you gotta fight that
I'm like
battle.
50% what I used to be.
I'm saying even if you're wrong,
we're gonna have a
halfway
muffled
through,
version.
Even if halfway through you realize you're wrong, you still gotta just throw counter punches.
Yeah, I mean, I have no problem agreeing with somebody. I just hate when people say I agree to disagree, because that's bullshit. Like, you can't agree to disagree.
Yeah, you can.
No, you can't, bro. Think about it. I'm agreeing that we don't agree.
Yeah,
No, all you're
that's
saying-
logical.
You're saying is I don't have anything to back up my statement.
I'm okay that you don't agree with me, and it's not gonna affect my life. That's really what you mean. Not you agree to disagree. Oh, sorry, my bad.
No,
My
you
fault.
good.
Whatever. We're not going to be agreeing to disagreeing here at all.
Yeah, I like that.
We're going to get into the news.
I like that.
The biggest story in hip hop news this week was clearly Drake getting booed off stage at Camp Flog Gnaw. Camp Flog Gnaw is Tyler the Creator's music festival. He's been running it for a couple years. Shout out Tyler as a young entrepreneur out there, kind of made something out of nothing, and he is just a boss out here. I couldn't imagine starting from like some weirdo like rap talking about like raping pregnant bitches and then being like the mogul he is now,
Yeah.
essentially owning a label, running a festival. Crazy. Shout out him. But
and how media friendly he's become too. Like,
yeah, someone who would you think be untouchable by the media.
Yeah. Like
He's
they
been
would
around.
want-
He's been around forever now too.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Like it's crazy thing. Like him. Like he was coming up at the same time. Like Wiz was coming up. Like,
Yeah,
he's been around
high
for
school,
dumb
bro.
long.
Yeah.
Dumb long.
He was one of the first. I think he was him and On Future were like the first wave to make skateboarding and rap like super palatable and super cool. And cause that was like the whole before that was like the
West
jerking
Coast.
phase on the West Coast. Like no one was like wearing people wearing Supreme, or maybe not even really. He might have like.
I feel like that was
I think
that was
he
way
might have
before Supreme was like big like
I
that.
think Tyler the Creator might have been one of the first rappers I've seen to wear Supreme. To be honest with
I
you.
mean, I feel like he was the first rapper that really took that like West Coast like style, like the Vans and like skinny jeans kind of thing, and made it like art.
Made
to,
it
like,
not
to,
corny
like,
jerking
to-
shit.
Yeah, made that like was able to mesh that into like the hip hop culture.
Yeah, it was
and,
like
kind of made his own thing with it.
Yeah, it was like that one like major culture in Cali that wasn't shown in the music scene. Cause you had like the gang
It was
shit.
all gangbang shit.
Yeah.
You had like the Kendrick vibe, who was like, I'm not in the gang, but I'm gang affiliated.
Yeah.
But I'm still like introspective. And then he just brought in the whole like he basically brought the white niggas to it. Honestly, like that's why it was easy for him to blow, bro. Like the white
Made it
dudes
palatable
really
for
connected.
mainstream. Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
even like even the skits he used to do, all that shit, like bringing like the sketch comedy and like that kind of
Oh
shit.
yeah,
into
the
it, like
show
just
on
doing
Adult Swim.
completely like his own thing into it.
He was almost talking. I could see it almost. It's gonna sound a little weird, but like a lot of early Eminem in his early shit, where he's just talking this wild shit about like
I can see
I said
that.
before, like raping pregnant bitches or stabbing people. Like he was just saying the most vulgar, offensive thing he could say, and Eminem did that, and it kind of made like the white community gravitated to him. Obviously, one because he was white, but like kind of instead of talking about gangbang shit, like everyone knows someone who's crazy. Everyone knows someone who like or has moments where they think they're out of their mind, they want to kill someone. It's and kind of I guess is more relatable than you think. Regardless, at Camp Flog Gnaw, Tyler always brings out a special guest apparently as a headliner, and he was hinting towards the special guest he was going to have all weekend long. And for as many years as Tyler has ran this festival, the one member of Odd Future who hasn't performed is Frank Ocean. So the entire crowd this whole time was thinking that Frank Ocean was going to be the surprise performer. They're cheering for Frank the whole time. And Tyler asks if he can bring out a couple different guests. I think he brings out Uzi, maybe Cardi. He brought a couple different guests that did one or two songs. And then he says, I have one more special guest. And he brings out Drake. And when they first saw him, I've seen the videos, the place was going wild. But he was supposed to only do like 2 or 3 songs, I guess, and he went to do a full set. And by the end of the set, this motherfucker was getting booed. They were screaming, "We want Frank." and he essentially had to like walk off stage and say, "All right, thank you for your time," which I've never seen happen anywhere.
Well, I mean, because he even at a point in like the set, he basically people were like booing, and even kind of almost like gave them their chance to like boo, and was just kind of like, "Yo, like listen, like I'm here for you, like let's work this shit out, like let's finish this set, like let's not do this," and they still were like, "Go fuck yourself."
Dude, and that's why Drake's the greatest, bro. Right there, bro. Plain and simple to me, like. He's getting, like, he's Drake, right? He's Drake. I mean, I'm sure you've seen clips of, like, I can remember clips of Lil Wayne concerts where he just freaks out on the crowd.
Yeah.
Seen Travis do the same thing. And, like, these are their crowds. This isn't Drake's crowd, and he has the right to freak out on them. Like, Tyler, the Creator's huge in his own sense, and I wouldn't really relate them at any degree, but Drake is obviously on another level. And he's able to just humble himself, even if he really, truly doesn't feel that way. Just act that way. Like, I feel like that's why Drake's the greatest, because he's just such a good actor. Like, he started acting, and he knows how to act at all times.
That's a fact. He can act like he's fucking English. He can act like he's Jamaican.
Yeah, he's like, yo, you guys don't want me here? Like, if you guys don't want me here, I'll leave, but I'll keep going. And then they're like, yo, get the fuck off. And he's like, all right, I'm Drake. I'll see you guys later.
I think he's the humble superstar, bro. Like, I'm sure, obviously,
and honestly,
it's been talked about all week. Like, I don't care who you are. Like, Drake's like the top of the music game, period. Like, he still went to bed upset that night. Like,
yeah.
At least, like, no one can have, like, that many people boo you and not get, like, a little upset. But he's still the humble superstar. Like, he's not, like, he could have easily just been like, all right, suck my dick. Like, I'm worth, like, $100 million.
Yeah.
All you fucking peasant bitches out here, like, watching me.
How
I'm
many
on the stage,
no-name nobodies do that? Like,
anybody, literally, anybody could, like, I would say most people probably would have did some shit like that. And he was just like, all right, like, bet.
I kind of wish he did wild out on stage, though.
Nah, that's not
it would
him.
have been a crazy moment.
It would have been a crazy moment.
That's not him, though. Like, I wouldn't expect him to do that. That's not who he is. At least what we've seen.
Yeah.
But Drake is the biggest artist of our, I think, of our generation.
That's fair. I think that's fair.
Is that fair to say?
Just
I
the
don't
way,
think it's debatable.
Just the way he transcends like rap and and the singing, like to get like that package. Like he's
numbers wise, he's right.
And he has the numbers.
He got more slaps.
He has everything, bro.
But like, what kind of fucking loser ass fans? I don't care if you're a diehard Frank Ocean fan, a diehard fucking Odd Future fan. Why would you like? I wouldn't want to. Would never in a million years would ever choose to see Frank Ocean over fucking Drake. Drake is fucking one. He has bangers. He can sing. He has.
You know what it is
though?
though?
The bitches moving in the crowd.
You know, it's because Frank Ocean has this weird like.
It's the cult, bro.
It's
the
rare.
Cult. It's the cult. It's the West Coast Odd Future cult. That's what it is.
It's the cult, and it's like Frank Ocean is like he's made himself so like rare and like special to even just hear music from. Like, we got 2 Frank Ocean songs in like the last month and a half, right?
Yeah.
That's crazy to people. People are freaking out about it, and the songs are, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're okay, but like because it's Frank Ocean, it's a big deal.
He's almost made his songs like literally. I mean, all music is like art. He's almost made every song like it's just this like like mysterious. Like it's like when you get it, like he like sits there. How long did it take between like the one album? People waiting for like years.
Yeah.
For the Blonde and Chanel Orange.
And then he dropped that
forever,
like,
and it was like he made it like it was such like this like I don't even know how to like put it in the words. Like he made it like larger than life.
Yeah, he dropped
like
that weird
music.
like video album that was like
that was
an
a
hour
way
and a half.
he finessed the label out of the deal.
But, like,
you ever hear about that?
Oh yeah, well he did it so he could get out of the deal. Like that was
that counted as
that
an
was
album,
the album.
and
Yeah.
then he used the money they gave him for the album to pursue his own passion project and probably pocket.
But yeah, how long has Cam Flogdong been going on, bro?
I think 5 or 6. Like 5
bro,
years.
I've never heard of it. I've never heard of it, and I don't think
either.
I don't think I would have heard of it if it wasn't for them booing Drake. If they booed anybody else, it wouldn't have been as big a deal.
Yeah.
Because they booed Drake, it kind of made it more of a popping event in my
low
opinion.
key win for Tyler that this happened.
Yeah,
Like, he was like pissed at his fans, but low key he should maybe kind of thank him in behind closed doors because this is gonna make it.
I never take that nigga seriously, bro.
Who, Tyler?
I can never he's joking and serious at the same time at all times.
That's
see his freestyle on Funk Flex where he just talked about
that whole
dudes?
interview is hilarious.
He's the only person that can pull that off, and people like, and then everyone's like, he won't get like banned from hip hop. Like that's just Tyler the Creator.
Yeah.
He's a fucking weirdo.
Yeah.
He's just like I was gonna read some of the tweets from it that he said after.
He said Drake's got a fucking 10-year Cam Flogna residency.
No, Drake
now.
said that shit.
No, Drake said that shit.
He said
that shit. See, and that's why
he's
the
like
best
Hotline
too.
Bling is up next.
That was the great. That was such a great like troll for like after that moment.
100%.
Where are these tweets?
I just think it like to get back to the whole like rare thing with Frank Ocean. Even if you are a Frank Ocean fan, I see he's like made this similar to how Cardi like doesn't release music and how it's like super rare when he does anything. But still, a live performance by Drake is always going to be better than Frank Ocean. Frank Ocean's going to be like Frank Ocean definitely has a better voice. He can probably hit notes a lot.
Yeah,
like,
he's a better singer,
cleaner,
no doubt.
but dude, you're never gonna get the crowd as hype. You're not gonna know every word, every song Drake performs. You are going to know every single word to. Like, I don't understand the idea behind booing Drake. I would never boo Drake in a million times.
See, the thing with me is I thought it was so crazy because it wasn't even like we were changing like genres. Like it wasn't like you're at like fucking like some country concert. It was like Toby Keith and like Keith Urban, and then all of a sudden it was like Drake, which I think they still would have accepted his ass. Like I just think it's like the cult thing. I think everyone's just like so like that West Coast shit. They fucking love these guys. Like they were just so. I think they had all just put in their minds like we're getting Frank Ocean, and when the moment they realized like we're not getting him, like Drake is it.
Frank Ocean fans are fucking vegans, bro.
They're all weird. Like they're just I agree with him. Like I wouldn't have known about it either. I didn't know about it. Like honestly, I fuck with Tyler's like his comedy and shit.
I'm a huge Tyler fan.
His sketch and shit
I've
more
never
than
heard
his
about
music. And for me, it's not even like I don't like hate his music. I just like don't like it. Just doesn't like really find its way to me. Like I don't listen to it like that often. Besides his like really early shit, and I haven't listened to that like forever. But I just feel like it's kind of like that West Coast. Like it's very like different. They got their own kind of like vibe. Like the East, like I feel like the East and West
I don't know if I
Coast.
even call Tyler the Creator West Coast. Like the shit, especially the last album, it was just so fucking like weird. It was like purposely almost mixed like.
But that's why it's like that's why I say it's like a
his
cult.
last
Like it's kind of like its
project?
own thing, and like the people that
crazy.
like the people that love him and like Frank and all these dudes, they just like worship them.
Yeah, he's got a cult around him.
It's fucking wild.
I don't know. I respect Tyler more as a. I'm not gonna say I don't respect him as a musician, but I respect his like
Hustle.
entrepreneurial
His game,
and hustle and like,
everything that he does. Yeah.
what he does more than
Besides
anything else.
Yeah, this is what he said. He said, I thought bringing one of the biggest artists on the fucking planet to a music festival was fire. But flip side, a little tone deaf knowing the specific crowd it drew. Some created a narrative in their head and acted out like assholes when it didn't come true, and I don't fuck with that. He said this.
He's asking you to fill in the N-word for him.
Oh, this nigga?
Did feel no ways. Song is beautiful. Almost
Is that okay,
are
though?
also.
That's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. It's not technically not him saying. Oh, I don't know. You have to tell if it's okay. We can't say if it's okay.
That's why I did the pause. That's why I nodded to you. I was
He
like,
looked
yo.
at me, he's like,
I was
hey,
like,
you.
that's your cue.
That's
You're
your
one of
word.
them, say it.
That's your word.
Also, mostly everyone was having a great time. Those shits in the front area were the ones being mad rude, which I can see why. But nah, fuck that. Y'all represented me and flogged to my guests and made us look so entitled and trash. That shit was like mob mentality and cancel culture in real life, and I think that shit is fucking trash.
That's actually a great
Mob
point.
mentality is 100%. Like some people booed and then it just got louder because they heard
That's
people
how it
booing,
goes.
And it probably wasn't the majority of the people in the crowd.
That's what he said. It was the front, like and then once like those people get in, then it just starts like.
And kids are fucked up.
Because at that point, if it's like half, it's everybody.
Yeah.
Because you can't decipher like who's. It's just a lot of people are.
Dude,
booing.
if
I did. Sorry, go ahead.
If like 40 people are booing, it almost sounds like everybody. I
Yeah.
feel like.
I mean,
once it just picks up.
once you
steam.
hear a couple boos, you're like, it's like something about the sound boo just like draws attention to itself.
See, and my thing, like they're the ones that fucked up. Like they just missed out on a Drake set.
Yeah, they just missed on Hotline. They just missed on Hotline Bling.
Because guess what happens after that happened?
Nothing.
Their
20 minutes
asses,
it's over.
All their asses went home. They
Yeah,
turned the lights
yeah.
on.
Like,
Like,
"Alright,
Frank,
get the
come
fuck
out
out of here.
now."
Go home.
Frank, we know you're hiding.
Like you
No,
just-
we got a good Millie Bobby Brown tweet though. That's her name, right?
Yeah. Oh shit.
Bobby what Brown? Is that
Yeah, I
her
think
Bobby
that's her
Brown.
name. Yeah,
What did she
I think
say?
that's her name, yeah.
Bobby Brown?
Yeah, weird name.
Terrible.
Right?
I've never said that. I always just call her 11. No. Some kid tweeted like he was like, damn, Drake got booed off stage. Millie Bobby Brown heard all about that shit last night in the text. I was dead. Because I have a hard theory about their whole situation.
For those of you who don't know, there's about the theory about Millie Bobby Brown and Drake. Arco is gonna indulge us on it, and it is fucking crazy. I told you guys you use a take chamber, but what is your theory on Millie Bobby Brown and Drake?
Okay, my theory before I get into the details of it is that Drake is probably going to end up being with Millie Bobby Brown when she's 18 to 21.
How old is she right now?
Like
16, 15, something like that, I
yeah.
think.
You're saying he's grooming her for a
Yeah, he's
relationship.
grooming her. And the reason why I say that is because there's mad history of them like texting each other. You can look up the interview of her being like, oh, Drake texts me all the time, gives me like relationship advice. And then when the interviewers are like, oh, like what does he say? She's like, I'm gonna keep that to myself.
Huh.
Sus, right? And then you
That
gotta
is
think
sus.
about
Drake is a 32-year-old man.
Yeah, then
He
you
can
gotta-
talk to any bitch he wants in the world.
I'm not saying Drake's R. Kelly,
No,
but that
forget-
sounds like some like
It's not
the way
R.
he was
Kelly
grooming
level,
her,
of
like
course.
not that level, but it's like a little like baby.
And
version
maybe
of
I'm
that.
just a super negative thinker in this exact situation, but at the end of the day, Separate the fact that that's Drake. Separate the fact that that's Millie Bobby Brown. You have a random 34-year-old texting a random 15, 16-year-old and giving them advice about boys or whatever she's into, right? It's fucking weird. The only reason why we don't think it's weird is because she's 11 from Stranger Things.
And he's
and
fucking
it's
Drake.
If you take those two things away, you're like, yo, what the fuck?
It's
like,
red
that
flags
was
all around.
A 32-year-old got no business texting a 16-year-old
never.
girl.
No.
None.
Are you kidding
None.
me?
You would. This is some shit that you would get. You guys remember the flyers you would get in high school passed around, and you'd be like, "Strange man approached 2 12th graders walking home from school yesterday." This is basically like a
I
thing
never
you would
got
get a
those,
flyer
but-
from in the mail. Well, I used to
No
get them all
idea
the
what
time.
you're talking
I guess
about.
The South
Long
Shore,
Island
I
shit.
guess the South Shore of Long Island has a lot of fucking weirdos. But
In a white van.
it would always be like a white Chevy Malibu, like slowly rolling up on the corner of Saxon and Main Street, some shit like that. But that's actually my fucking block, so I should stop.
Well, now they know it's your block.
Yeah, now
you
you
could have left that part out.
dumbass. You fucking
Yeah, you know,
idiot.
I'll say bleep it out, but Colin's just gonna leave it out there so he can get shot.
Jetski's out here just exposing himself on his own podcast
Yeah, OD.
Exposing myself, exposing the girls that
that have topped him.
that have topped me.
Just out here shouting out last names.
It's all good.
Damn.
Do you think?
I missed that one.
Isn't he reckless?
I missed that one.
Well, I'm reckless to a degree. I thought I was gonna have some
Contained recklessness.
contained recklessness. But you know what? It's neither here nor there. Would you think like if this actually becomes a thing in 3 years, then people are gonna like we're gonna get like a Me Too from Millie Bobby Brown if the fucking
Me Too.
relationship goes sour and like
No.
she's gonna reveal when she was
No.
15 Drake was like really scheming on her saying some
No.
fucked up shit.
No, I also think she's a type of famous that like we don't get this anymore, but like childhood like movie stars, like they don't exist anymore in today's like society really. Like the superstars that are like little kids. But
Everyone's internet famous.
yeah,
There's all-
and there's like
these
so much
YouTubers.
so many movies and shit, but like the cast of Stranger Things, from like my view of everything, are the closest thing to like a bunch of little like brat superstars, you know, and
Yeah.
not in a bad way. I fuck with them OD. One of my good friends, like sister, is Max on the show.
Really?
So yeah.
Oh, yeah, I think you actually told me this. Yeah.
Spencer. Shout out Spencer Sink. But you know how you get that certain level of like entitlement? I feel like she's at that level where she's like,
She's like,
I
I
can
could-
do whatever the fuck I want. I don't care. Does it like he can text me like this because I'm Millie Bobby Brown?
I mean, because
That's a slippery slope to go down.
Oh,
dude.
of course. I mean, look where those childhood stars end up. Amanda Bynes, the Home Alone kid.
That's what I'm saying. I think
That's all
because
I'm
I think
saying.
it gets to like, especially someone like her, where you're just like such a high level of fame at such like a young age. Like you don't know what it's like
Your
to
brain
live normal.
can't comprehend it, bro.
Like you don't because I've even heard like Big Cat talk about with A-Rod, like being like how getting to know him so well and him just being like. Basically, since he was 18, he got signed at 18. He was in the league, like big leagues, like 18, 19, superstar already. Like now he's like 40 years old, like 41. He's lived more than half his life this way. Like he doesn't know any different.
Yep.
Like her, like at this point, she doesn't. Even though she's still young, she doesn't know how long has the show been going on for.
4 or 5 years.
So
maybe?
she's been
Something
like one of
that.
the main characters the whole time.
She's the
I
character.
want to say.
That's
3
I never
years.
watched it, but
3 or 4.
so she's been the main character on one of the biggest shows in the world for like 3-4 years. Like she's just 16 now.
Yeah.
She don't know any different.
Yeah, she doesn't know.
She never. I mean, she didn't go to. I mean, she definitely doesn't go to high school. Like she didn't live like a
probably
normal.
get like homeschooled or something.
That's what I'm saying. Like she can't comprehend what it's like to just be like normal.
Yeah.
So does that make it okay then that her and Drake are friends?
No.
I'm
Nothing
just saying.
makes-
I'm saying that's what in their mind I think can like justify.
That's
it.
why it's still
Like
exists
I
and
think
no
it
one's talking
probably
about
even
it.
can even justify it in like Drake's mind too, whether it's like completely like innocent and like he
Maybe
really
he's thinking the
isn't.
same thing. He's like, I was a child star. I was on Degrassi.
Yeah,
when I was
exactly.
and then I
He
became a
could-
rapper.
I mean, he could be.
He can
a
like we can
completely
relate.
good
They can
person.
relate.
Yeah.
yeah.
He could be doing the right thing, trying to help her so she doesn't go crazy. Because Drake is probably one of the people who's been famous for such a long time that hasn't seemed to be really crazy. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah, no, for
So
sure.
maybe that's what he's trying to do because he sees that she's gonna go crazy or something. But it looks a certain type of way.
This
you know?
pod's gonna drop tomorrow, and I'm gonna get like some mysterious call from someone on Drake's team, being like, "Yo, you got fucking take it."
from the OVO.
Drake, buy some beats,
Yo, you gotta
baby. I'm
cut
here
this
for
shit.
you.
The
You gotta
OVO
cut this
SWAT
shit.
team's gonna pop in fucking Barstool HQ
I
and
hope
put
so.
AKs to our heads.
I
He's
hope
be like,
so.
he's
We're
like,
gonna have Baca at the door.
Yo,
you double
Baca not
vodka down.
nice.
I'm gonna be walking down the street tomorrow. They'll be like, "You double vodka down." Some dude, the fucking black like Tahoe's gonna jump and just grab me, put me back.
Bunch of
Like,
hood
yo,
ass Canadians. You're not gonna
Yo,
be
cancel
intimidated,
that
but they're
pod.
gonna be so angry.
Yo, take
Men,
that podcast.
it's a hot man team. Gonna be yelling at you. Well, what do you put at the final percentage of Drake potentially dating Millie Bobby Brown? Give me a percentage chance. What we do this? Well, how we put this in betting terms? Give him a term to bet on.
I put the odds on Drake betting Millie Bobby Brown when she turns 18
to 21. We need that range.
All right, 18 between 18 and 21.
When she's of legal age.
All right, I'll put that as plus like 1,000. So that 10 to 1 odds.
Okay.
See, I don't think they'd ever date, but I think they'd hook up.
That they would hook. All right, that they'd have sex.
It's like you see, like
all right,
like
they'd have sex. I'll say like 7 to 1.
Like John Mayer and Taylor Swift, like back when she was like 18, he was like 32. He was doing.
How old is John Mayer? What the fuck?
He's like 36.
Yeah. Taylor Swift is not 24.
Is she that young?
Taylor Swift is like 28.
She's
No, I know. I'm saying when she was 18 and John Mayer was like 32, he was hooking up with her.
Okay, then John Mayer can't be 36 now.
I don't know the
I think
exact
John Mayer
age.
looks
I'm
40,
saying it was.
so I wouldn't be surprised.
I'm
He's
sorry.
in
I'm
his late
nitpicking.
30s.
But I get what you're saying. But so you think it could be like,
No, I agree. I think it's gonna be some undercover shit.
and like
Yeah.
she's gonna
Like,
text
you
him
can
when,
never
on his
really
18th
bet on it.
birthday
You can
and be
never put
like,
money on it.
she's gonna be like,
And he's
hey,
so
I'm
low
18
key
now, baby.
too.
Yeah.
I mean, he literally. We still wouldn't know about that damn kid if it wasn't for Kanye.
Yeah.
If if Kanye didn't dupe his ass, I still don't think we know.
Nah,
unless
bro.
he put
Here's
it, unless he
something.
did it himself.
Here's a super hot take. It's not really that much of a hot take, actually. It's a fact. Drake dropped that song, right? The diss track, right? And then at the end of that day, he dropped "I'm Upset." If you listen to the lyrics and "I'm Upset," he's saying he has a kid.
How? I'm looking up these fucking lyrics.
Look up the lyrics. He's talking about how he has to go 50-50 with this chick.
Can't go 50-50 with no hope.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
Damn, he
It's
calls
literally-
baby mom's a hoe?
It's literally
I still
about how
think-
he's upset now because he knows he has a kid and he doesn't want to have to give this chick half of what he has. Look it up, bro. And he dropped it that night because I think
They keep trying to get me from my soul. Thankful for the women that I know.
he
Can't go
knew
50-50.
I
Every
think he
month I'm
knew
every
that
month
he
I'm supposed to
told
pay your
Kanye that
bills.
shit,
And it was gonna come out?
and Kanye was gonna tell Pusha, so he tried to get ahead of it by dropping "I'm Upset," but because he dropped the diss track, it kind of got overshadowed by him dropping "I'm Upset" later that day.
Damn, he said,
That first verse you could
got
see
a lot of blood in his cold. They keep trying to get me from my soul. Thankful for the women that I know. Can't go 50-50 with no hoe. Every month I'm supposed to pay her bills and get her what she want. I still got like 7 years of doing what I want. My dad
you,
still
bro.
got child support from 1991.
Yeah, that's
Out of
that
town,
child
people love to
support
pop a
from
lot of shit then come around.
1991.
Motherfucker. Damn,
I
yo.
told you, bro. I'm telling you.
That's crazy.
Do you think he had that like locked away, and when he heard the push track, he's like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna put this out and see if people pick it up"? Or
I think it was on his project. So I think he dropped. I think it was supposed to be on the
it was on the
project.
album, yeah.
And I think he dropped it because he knew like Kanye was probably going to tell Pusha something if there was going to be a diss track made.
and he just
back.
wanted to be able to have something where he could come clean on it
Yeah.
himself.
And the Pusha diss track isn't even about Pusha T.
Well, I mean,
It's about Kanye.
Because he talked about when he went on like LeBron's show on the barbershop at HBO, he talked about that he had like the ultimate like game, like talking like people might get shot over this diss track and then just didn't drop it because he
Yeah,
knew
the
it.
second one, yeah.
Which I think he basically would have came. Which I remember, I think we talked about it like briefly the one
Jay
time
Prince Jr. said
that
it was gonna fuck shit
he
up.
basically would have just talked about like probably just how he probably has fucked Kim and shit like that. He might, who knows? He might have talked about that he fucked Kim like while they were together type shit.
Yeah.
Like he's about to say some real like deep aggressive shit that was gonna get like just change the world. type
Yeah,
shit.
like change the whole plot, like
just
the
change just fuck everything
whole
up.
depth of what
Like
hip hop is
he,
right
do you
now.
remember the way he was talking about? Like he was like, it was so powerful that I just chose like just keep it. I just kept it under wraps.
Yeah, I'm still pissed about that. I still want to hear
I would
it.
have loved it, dude. I
Like-
would have if he just blatantly just talked about just fucking Kim and shit and like all some other like deep type shit that probably none of us even know about.
Yeah.
Because I mean, they even talk about with this girl that he knocked up, like the one that he had the kid with, that they thought it might have been ASAP Rocky's kid. There was like someone else's kid. They
Damn.
thought it could
He
have
He
been.
gets
definitely
around
got-
like that.
Yeah, but
that chick
she
was beat, yo.
She was not. She got hit in the face with the ugly stick a couple times, but
Yo.
she had the cakes, bro. She
Yeah,
was
yeah,
good.
yeah. I mean,
That-
her
they
body was
they said it was
right,
a bunch
but-
of. They said ASAP Rocky. There was like a couple more that they
The
said
Cam girl.
that they thought could have been like that could have been their kid. It just happened to be Drake's.
I think it's
Crazy.
definitely Drake's. He definitely got paternity tested with that.
No,
Well, no,
it's
at this
100
at this
no,
point,
100%
1,000%. Drake would never claim a kid that he didn't know.
Yeah,
was his
of
kid,
course.
especially from a random.
I mean,
bitch. No way.
It's in his lyrics too before that he talks about.
It's crazy
it,
that he
but
called his baby mama a hoe.
I mean, she is.
His baby
Wa-
mom,
wasn't
bro.
she
He
like
doesn't wanna be with
wasn't
her.
she like a stripper?
Yeah,
She
I'm
was
pretty
a
sure
cam
she's
girl.
some kind of
Yeah, they had a private snap or whatever. Shout out to private snap girls, though. They're making money out here.
Yeah, that's an independent stripper.
So
That's a real hustler.
I guess that's how we wrap up that little story because, maybe the people who booed Drake off stage knew that he's grooming Millie Bobby Brown for sex when she's 18. So in the end of the day, it was a good move.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they were just,
word.
Yeah. I was about to say something bad. I'm not gonna say it.
Say it. What are you gonna say, Ben?
No,
We'll cut it out.
Nah, I was about to be like, nah, they're anti-pedophilia. We can't say that. But nah, I'm not putting that on Drake.
Drake-ophilia, bro.
I fuck with Drake.
Yeah, I love Drake, but it's
just
a
a little sus.
I'm not putting that title on him.
He should have friends that be like, yo, bro, maybe you should chill that shit out. Like, it looks kind of creepy. Yeah, but it's okay.
yeah.
Then again, who tells Drake what to do?
Yo,
I just see. My thing is,
people
I
tell
might
Drake. People are honest with Drake, bro.
I might be naive, but I think he's coming from a good place.
No, I think
I would like to think that too.
I think he's coming from a good place too. But the way you're raised in this society, it's kind of just like that's where you have to go first.
No, for sure. Just
That's where you go first in your mind. Like, whoa,
grown 32-year-old man, 16-year-old girl.
like,
Weird.
what are you doing?
Weird.
Yeah.
I agree.
And she's 16 now. These things were coming out like possibly 2 years ago, I think.
Yeah, they're fucking when
Yikes.
she's 18. Another big news story. Our man, the finesse kid, Kodak Black,
Free him.
is back in prison for a long time. He's doing 46 months, which equates to about 4 years on federal gun charges. And on top of that, he attacked one of the guards in jail while he was apparently high. His team is claiming that he was drugged, but a guard approached him. I guess he was being belligerent outside of his cell, tried to get him back in the cell, and Kodak freaked out.
He, like,
punched
put,
him
he
in
put him in
face.
the hospital, I think,
Yeah,
right?
he put the cop in the hospital because he grabbed his cock and balls.
He
and
grabbed
squeezed
Kodak's
it.
dick?
No. Kodak grabbed the guard's dick and squeezed so hard that it ruptured something in his intestines and ripped his abdominal wall.
Bro, that is not cool.
Kodak's a street dude. I never want to fuck with Kodak, but I feel like you can't be grabbing dudes.
Bro,
If
you
you're a
don't
street
grab
dude, you can't be grabbing
dicks,
dudes in
dude.
the
What the
dick.
fuck
Honestly,
is that?
I-
I don't want to fight anybody if we're out here grabbing dicks. Honestly, I don't want to fight.
That's like
any-
my last resort. Like I'm about to die. I need to grab this guy's
yeah,
dick.
that's the only time it's allowed.
Am
Yeah.
I weird for saying it's kind of gangster?
No,
Yes.
Not,
You're fucking
not
weird.
the dick part, just the balls.
No, the whole
Because
shit.
I seen Tony Soprano do that in a scene once.
Oh, who'd he do?
Okay,
it to?
yeah, but the way Tony Soprano did it,
This
is
that's
different.
I'm saying if Kodak did it like that, because there was a scene where
But he can't because
him and his Gumar went on this. They were on this boat and they got into an argument, and the guy on the other boat started like talking shit, and then he was like, "Oh, like you got a problem with me," and like walked over to the boat and just grabbed him like by the balls, and literally just straight like stared him, like looked him in his eyes, and literally so the guy was literally like crying.
I
yeah,
don't
but
think
there's a
that's what
different
Kodak did, though.
there's a different power dynamic there. That's what makes that shit tough, because that's Tony Soprano.
Well,
You
but
know,
that's what I was
Kodak's-
saying, like
Kodak's
maybe
in prison.
Kodak, like that's what Kodak was doing.
But he's in prison, so it's the opposite power dynamic. So
But
you
I
just
almost
a-
feel like that's even more gangster because he's on the lower tier of the power dynamic.
and it's like you
and he
shouldn't.
took it back.
He still said fuck you anyways.
He took back the dynamic. That's kind of gangster.
I see what you're saying, but it's not gangster, bro.
I mean,
you don't
the move
grab
I'm
a
going
dude
with, but
like.
I don't know. That's pretty.
And
like,
I
if you
don't
wanna
think
just,
Tony
like,
Soprano
disarm
ruptured a
someone-
dude's fucking like
Abdominal
urethra
wall.
or some shit. Like
I
The
think
dick is. I think it's more just literally just grabbing a dude literally straight by the balls. I wouldn't.
nah,
do it
you grab
personally.
there, you grab him, bro. You grab him for everything. Fuck that. If I'm grabbing, I don't give a fuck what I grab, bro. You gonna grab? Oh, let me just get the balls. What the fuck? Now you're.
I agree.
Now you're jacking him off.
I agree. It's kind of it's one swift move. There's not really a maneuver. It's just kind of like a bang. You're there.
Yeah.
dude, I don't
there.
even like when girls like suck my balls. It like hurts physically to
I
like
like
have
it.
them suck too hard on the
Nah, a
balls.
lick. I like lick, not suck.
Debatable.
I like if a lick is
Depends on the
good.
chick.
Yeah,
like,
I
you're-
know what you mean, but
Sometimes
it's
if they
the
put
best.
one in their mouth and just go
Just like
Yeah.
the.
they
Definitely
pop
depends on
off
the
of it.
chick
I
if they
don't
know
like
what
that.
they're
Any of the 6 girls that have listened to this podcast, don't ever do the off the ball sack. It
We
hurts.
got a few,
Yeah,
bro.
agreed.
I think we got a
Agreed.
couple. Yeah, right. It's the pop. It doesn't
The
feel
pop.
good.
Yeah,
It's
you're right.
nice,
It's that.
nice
It's-
lick. I enjoy
It's
a lick.
because of the sensitivity, bro.
Yeah,
It's too
yeah,
sensitive. They don't
absolutely.
get it. They don't understand.
It feels good in your tip though, and the tip is like more sensitive than nuts. I feel like.
Well, yeah,
No.
for sure.
I
No,
mean,
no
you're-
way.
you're-
Well, I
it's
mean,
more
wait,
sensitive
what-
in like
well,
a
what do you mean by
sexual way,
sensitive?
The
not
thing
like
about your
pain
balls
way.
Well, yeah, I was thinking of
Your
sexual
balls
way.
don't go in
Pain, yeah,
anything.
definitely
Your
not.
balls don't go in anything.
I'm of the belief that I don't understand why our testicles don't retract back into our like stomach. You know how your balls drop when you're
Yeah.
like young, or when you hit like a certain age or whatever. I think whatever. Your balls drop at some point. I don't understand why evolution didn't have us, make our balls go back into like our abdomen when we're like running around, or like if we were in the jungle or something.
Because they have to stay at a certain temperature to keep producing semen.
That's a good call. Okay, that's the reason why.
And that was scientific as fuck.
I thought, but I just think like ideally it would have been better if our balls could just like take the elevator back up into our stomach when we're like fighting or anything.
Feels like they do.
Yeah, yeah.
Borderline.
I mean, it's cold outside, bro.
They get up there.
Well, Kodak, I don't think he was hunting anybody or running away. So obviously his balls were fine. The other guys were the balls who were in trouble. But they said that he was drugged. I
How
imagine
was he drugged, bro?
dude, people get drugs into jail, and a lot of times they smoke K2.
No,
in
how
jail,
did he?
apparently.
How did he get drugged?
Oh, he didn't get drugged.
That's what I'm
I'm
saying.
sure that's what his fucking
Yeah, his
defense
team
is
was
saying.
saying, bro,
But
what?
I bet he was smoking K2 and spice or something like that, because apparently that's big in jail. They can get that stuff smuggled in very easily. And I mean, people get heroin in jail. It's not a crazy thing to think, but I think it's ironic. It's definitely gonna. I'm calling it now. It's gonna turn out that he was smoking synthetic weed like K2 or Flocka, and he made the song "No Flocking." That's the one that put him on the fucking map.
That song is a banger.
And it's about like it happened when the fucking whole like bath salts thing happened in Florida, when people were taking bath salts and smoking Flocka and eating people's faces. So it comes full circle, man. He was flocking. It's crazy. That wasn't even the sentence that he got charged for. So Kodak, the reason he's getting 4 years on top of the fucking whatever is going to happen with him assaulting this guard is because he's a multiple-time convicted felon, and he was trying to buy guns the last time he was out in Florida by forging paperwork at a fucking like gun range. They went and like, I don't know if he used a different name or said that he didn't have a criminal record. He fucking went to an arms dealer and filled out false paperwork to try to buy guns. Like, what the fuck's good with you, bro? Just have someone else in your team carry the gun. Like, you're supposed to be out here. Your last album was phenomenal.
Yeah.
You made it out. Like, stay out of your own way, bro.
Yeah, I never understood how like he always wanted to be the one like doing the crazy shit. I just feel like once you get to his level, like you're just like, all right, I'll let all the other people around me do this shit. I don't need to. And you know, and especially when you're supposedly real, like I still, I don't do mad research on hood artists and shit like that. I don't know if he's like actually hood, but it seems like he passes most of the tests.
Yeah.
So like, dude, what else do you have to prove? Like you everyone knows you're hood. You have money now, so you don't have to be hood. Like people don't expect you to like still be out here carrying guns and killing people anymore because you're worth something now in society. You know what I'm saying? So why not just have your boys do it that are obviously gonna do it for you?
I think it's just like I think he just grew up in that environment. I think with him being so young, I think he just can't.
It's who he is.
Can't take the dog out of the pound.
He just hasn't
like
maybe this jail stint will be like what gets him out of that mindset. Like finally be like, yo, when he gets out, he's gonna be like Pat, like 25, whatever. How old is he? 22?
I think he's 22. So this is
he'll be like
prime
26.
rapper years right now. 20,
That's what I'm saying.
26.
But I'm
I
saying
mean, we were talking about Millie Bobby Brown before. I guess it's the same kind of
he knows different than like the fame, but he just like he doesn't know different with just like being like just living that hood lifestyle. So I think maybe like when he gets out, maybe I guess that's what the court's thinking too. That like 4 years, maybe finally he'll kind of like put it together a little bit and be like, all right, now I really just want to just make music. I have all this money, I have all this fame, this power. Like I don't need to do all this.
Bro,
shit
but is
anymore.
it that he knows the difference from the fame? Because if he did,
I think
he wouldn't be trying to buy illegal guns.
But
because he knows people are like. You've heard of rap cops, like these people are out looking for artists like this.
Yeah.
They're out looking
Look
for
at the Tekashi shit, bro. That was the hip hop police. Literally found this motherfucker. Hip hop FBI.
I just think like I don't know. I just think like he knows enough where he spent like way more of his life obviously like not famous. I just think
really I don't know.
Well, I'm saying that,
like 16,
I would say like 17 probably he became like famous. So he's been famous for like 3-4 years. So I mean
But
obviously
16, 17, bro. I mean,
no, it's young. That my thing is like he's still young.
yeah.
Like he still would be like when I was 22, I was in college still.
Yeah,
I was
facts.
doing dumbass shit still. So I mean like I don't like. I'm not gonna say I don't blame him because he should have just got someone else to do it. He's being dumb for that. But I just think he doesn't know it. Hopefully like now he's been doing fuck shit for too long. That hopefully now this is what.
Yeah, it's like the rock bottom type
like puts
shit.
him like past like this should be like finally the stage where he's like, yo, like I can't be doing this dumbass shit anymore. I'm gonna be in here forever. When I could just be like this huge rich rapper. I could have all my dreams, everything I ever imagined like came true at such a young age. And hopefully he finally can just put all that shit together. Because it's even crazy, like the last album, like Testimony, like he got on such like a deep level of like music where I think when people outside that don't listen to Kodak, they think of him as like this ignorant, like fucking young Miami rapper. And like he was really talking about some real shit. Like I think he posted on his Instagram this text he got from Drake of Drake being like, yo, like what kind of what kind of headspace did you get to get to that kind of music?
I remember that.
Yeah.
What kind of where did you where were you at? Like
Where did you dig that
What
from?
kind of like introspection were you able to get to like get this kind
Figure
of music?
that out.
Because that like I thought that Testimony song is so deep and like real in like his own way and like kind of it was a dope album and I was just thinking about that and I was like damn like he has more to him than people like give him credit for.
No, he definitely is a smart guy.
Like he's very introspective. Like
Well,
he's
I don't know
smart,
if you
he's
can call him a
deep.
smart guy. He's very creative, but if, like you do this, you get in trouble this many fucking times. Like,
Well, there's
on
different
gun
types
charges,
of
like,
smart.
yeah,
you
there's
could be,
different
you
types
could
of
be, you could be
smart.
intelligent and still be like a dumbass. Like
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you think this is gonna?
Well, he knows
like,
how to work the systems that he's fucking with.
You think
bottom
in
line.
4 years he comes out, he's like people are still gonna be clamoring for his music? Because I mean, look at Bobby
Oh,
Shmurda.
yeah.
People still, it's still as much as it is a meme. Like I'm still like want to hear
Bobby
fucking
Shmurda's
Bobby Shmurda
different,
music
though.
because he had such his flame
It
blew
was-
up and
and
it was
gone.
It was literally 3
It
months.
was just, and it was like, it wasn't like he did anything after he blew up. It was like he blew up, and the shit that he was doing before he blew up fucked him up. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
and it wasn't like he didn't get to drop a project. I don't think.
Yeah.
How many
And-
songs? Is 6 or something?
And he has. This was gonna be my question too, because Annie kind of has like the extra credit where he took the extra time. You know, the opposite of the 6ix9ine shit, basically.
Yeah.
You know, like taking the extra time because he didn't want to rat on his boys. Like, do you think that's part of why Kodak does this shit still? Maybe
I think,
because rap embraces it.
Embraces being you know like standing your 10 toes. You take your time.
well, Kodak's also someone that does. He gets super like outside the box in terms of just the way he like just maneuvers because he doesn't always does shit that people fuck with. Like
Yeah.
he came out like literally after Nip died. He was talking shit
that
about
was
Nip.
crazy. Yeah.
And like I was even watching just
Talking
this
about his
piece of
girl.
Yeah, he said
like
he would hit
this
Lil
piece of
Wayne.
Dave East interview, and that's why
took it off.
on
then.
Dave on Dave East's album they had the song with him and Lil, I think called Night Shift with Lil Baby and Kodak had a feature, and he took Kodak's verse off, and he even said he was like I really don't have like a crazy problem with Kodak still like right now, but he was like I would never disrespect Nip and like have him on this fucking album after like the shit he said about Nip.
Is Nipsey
Like,
on
after
that,
him
was
dying.
Nipsey on the album too? Do you have a Nipsey? verse?
Well, he has a song. I was actually listening to it this morning on my way. He had the song like he has a song about Nip where
Oh, okay.
it's called Marathon Continues. It's the last song on the album Survival, and he talks
makes
about like
sense to take
it
that
has
out.
Nip's beginning. He has like Nip just talking about kind of like how like just all this like deep kind of shit, and then it goes into the song.
I guess it makes sense then to take him off, but I don't know. I hope that Kodak is still relevant when he comes out because I fuck with his music heavy. And
I do too. I love his music. I really do.
It's just a fucking shame that
He like
get out of his
low
way.
key has a lot of hits. A lot of hits.
yeah,
He makes good
Transporting
music,
Fire. What'd you say?
He makes really good music.
Yeah.
But,
I didn't realize
I'm just
Transporting
not a
is
fan. I'm just not a fan of what's out ZZ. I think that song is trash.
Which one's easy?
It's the one
That's that Z shit. That's that Z shit.
with him and Offset.
And Travis.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I like.
I'm like Travis might be like my top 3, and that song is garbage, bro.
You don't fuck with it?
That song
It's a
is
hit.
so
It's a club hit.
garbage,
It's
bro.
it's a club hit.
Dude,
It's a radio hit. That's
and
what it is. It's a
even
radio
the beat
hit.
wasn't good to me, bro. Even the beat wasn't good to me.
Transporting's my favorite song by him, and
Me
that's
too.
a Ghetto Boys sample.
Transporting's dope.
What's the first one I heard by him? It's the one that Drake posted.
The
Girl,
Skrilla.
I'm done
Skrilla.
with you.
Oh, fuck.
Skirt.
Skirt, yeah.
Yeah.
My shit. That's my
Damn,
shit.
that's like
Skrilla-
2015.
That's Skrilla's one of my favorites. In the music video, it's him like performing it, and like it's in Miami, and it's like some real like smaller. I might even be outdoors, like type like small.
That's when
venue.
he was skinny Kodak
And
too.
yeah, he has like straight like fade, like he just has short hair, and like the whole place is going crazy.
He had the weird like the Boosie fade, but he had like
Yeah, he had
a
the
little
little
rat
rat
tail
tail
in the
type
back.
shit, yeah.
There's been many evolutions of Kodak. We don't even realize. Like we
Yeah,
said, he's
it
22,
has.
but hopefully we get to post jail Kodak, and he's you know he's a Jew.
Reformed.
Kodak's a fucking Jew. Did you know that? His real legal name is Bill Capri, because the last time he was in jail, he converted to Judaism. That's in the hot new hip hop article that I read today. It said that, and I was like, what
Bill
the fuck?
Capri.
I forgot about it because I remember
But then what was his like born name?
Octavius something or some shit
There
like
you
that.
go.
Like-
I mean, that's just like real
Yeah,
name,
okay,
though.
okay.
Yeah.
Bill Capri
That's his, like,
sounds
that's, like, his parents'
the-
name, like,
An
it's
old
got,
Jew,
like,
an old
Jew.
Jewish man from Fort
Yeah.
Lauderdale.
Dead ass.
Say it again, Bill Capri.
Bill Capri.
Wow.
And he became like
Sounds
a
like he got some long shorts on.
yeah, he converted to Judaism. So I hope you get get all your good Sabbaths in jail. Shabbat Shalom. Hope you come out a little bit better. Maybe
He's not rupturing any more testicles.
and maybe when
Crazy.
how we had Jesus is King with Kanye, Kodak is gonna come out and we'll get like Abraham is king or Moses is king. We'll get something like that.
Nah, I don't want any of that shit, bro. I'm over this gospel
Why
shit.
you
Yo,
don't want
honestly-
you don't want a
wait.
Kodak Black Hebrew album?
Wait,
No.
Kanye's album was not that bad, bro.
It's not good.
I don't think it's bad.
I
man.
said too. I didn't think it
I
was
think-
bad,
my
but it's
thing is
not.
that,
I think it sounds like all. I think if you go through every single one of his albums, you could literally pick a song that like resembles each song on that album, and you could be like, dude, he's already everything that he dropped on the album, we've already heard from him, and no one hated it then. So why do we hate it now?
I
think
agree,
said,
but I think
I said I like
You go
Follow
first.
God because Follow God to me reminded me of a very like old Kanye flow.
That's what everybody says, but
It,
dude,
that,
it's
it
all
just the
old,
sound.
it all
But I'm
sounds
saying
like
when I
Kanye,
listen to the
bro.
rest of it, none of it like really. Besides that song, none of it really caught my attention. Where like I wanted to keep listening to it.
And that probably is the best song, no doubt.
That's what I thought. That's the only.
I think
one,
that is the best song.
I think that's the only one I've listened to since like the day after it came out. Like I listened to it a bunch that day, trying to really really decipher the shit.
Yeah.
The next day I did kind of the same thing, and nothing really caught me besides that song. And even that song, I don't think I've listened to it much.
Yeah, like
since
I'm
then.
not gonna go back and listen to it much. It's not.
I mean, that's what me saying it's trash. I'm like, obviously, like, it's not like
Kanye's
trash.
not gonna
like,
put out
like he's
trash.
Kanye. It's not like trash, but that's just me being a hater. But that like just more just like I just like I'm just not listening to his shit like I would his old shit.
We said this
I like his
before
other shit way better.
when we went over it. I loved like when Kanye incorporated the gospel shit back in the day, but I loved like on Pablo and even on like Jesus Walk, not so much, but on Pablo a lot, because like I always say, it's my favorite Kanye album, as much as ridiculous as people may think that is.
Nah, I fuck with that.
I fuck with Pablo, but I love how he had a lot of gospel elements, but he was talking wild ass shit over these gospel
It's more
beats, like
the
talking about
it's more
fucking.
the soulful beats.
Yeah, it was
So
these
yeah, so
soulful
you
beats.
guys, so people just wanted to hear him say crazy shit.
And I love when Kanye talks his crazy shit, but he didn't really.
So
say
that is that the problem with the album, because he didn't talk crazy shit. People
Yeah,
shit
kind
on the
of.
Chick-fil-A shit. That was dumbass shit to say.
I'm saying more like vulgar, like Kanye, like. The whole Pablo era, he was like saying super vulgar shit. Like if I put if I get bleach on this fucking
bleach
like
asshole
bleach
shit.
asshole
Yeah,
with
yeah.
this model and stuff. I like that shit because it's a contrasting style from a beat that's so like heavily gospel influenced, and I think it's too preachy with just like him having this super introspective like
It wasn't even introspective.
not introspective. I'm sorry,
He
super
was just like saying,
preachy album over
Yeah, he really was.
equally as
Jesus,
preachy beats.
God,
It's
yeah.
like my favorite Kanye is like Graduation and like Late Registration, which that he wasn't talking as much like crazy, like he was, but not as much like crazy.
He was
crazy
talking his shit though.
That's what he was talking his shit though. That's like my favorite Kanye. I mean, I love Pablo too, obviously, but that's probably like my favorite shit. Like even like Can't Tell Me Nothing, like Good Life.
Oh,
like,
that's I mean, can't
like,
tell me
all-
nothing is like
like
a
good,
fucking-
like even Good Life, like all that kind of shit, like that because that's more that uplifting type shit, like that. I love that shit.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I just think that people, it's just the way the internet is. I feel like people are
It's easy
shitting
to
on the
hate,
album.
no doubt.
This
It's
because
easy
it's
to
cool
hate.
to shit on it.
This
It's
shit
easy to
did,
hate.
Like 275 first week.
Oh, numbers. See, when I say something's trash, that
yeah, no,
for
I
me,
know. Completely
numbers
separate
is
from
different. Numbers is different.
But you look at how many people are shitting on it on the internet, and you're like, well, how the fuck does it do 275 when young bands can't do 10K in a week?
Yeah, that's facts.
No,
how
I
can
mean,
how can this do 275? But I actually, all the like Christian kids that I know actually fucking like were loving it.
And
I
he
believe
also has
that.
like the
They were
Kardashians.
loving it.
Like, oh my God,
They were
Kanye. We listened to
loving
it
it.
on the way to mass,
So-
and Father
And he has the
listened
whole
to it
Donald
during
Trump
mass as
thing
well.
where
he's got.
you know,
I mean, he's got everything. He's got the Kardashian.
Kanye's the one
bump.
black
I mean,
friend.
he's got
so-
it. I mean, he's got his own thing. Like he's like Yeezus. Like he's kind of like Kanye. People are kind of like a cult of in their own way. Like even his shoes, like even these new clogs. Like you can't tell me those clogs.
I
are
saw
fire.
someone say
I don't-
Kanye
don't-
gonna charge
no one can look
$500 to wear a
dead-
Bionicle.
Dead in my eye and tell me those clogs are fire. Like like you cannot tell me that.
They look like
You're not
Bionicles.
telling me
are
that.
trash.
Like if like anyone who pays like I
Trash.
don't know what they cost. You say they're 500, whatever they cost. Like if you're buying those shits, they're like they are not fresh.
It looks
They're
like if you
just
took
not.
Crocs and like you were
Put
like,
holes in them. They put bigger holes.
or you just like sat in a fire. You put your feet in
Yeah,
a
you
fire
melted
and
them
let
and
the
then just-
Crocs
they look
melt.
like a mix of.
Yeah,
They look like a
it's
mix
like-
of like Crocs and like biker shoes. Like I'm saying like cyclist shoes. Like some real like
I feel
spikes
you,
on
I
them.
feel you, I feel you.
Like they're super like sleek. They're like aerodynamic.
We're speaking. It's funny you mentioned the fucking like Trump thing. I know I showed you this over the weekend, but when and we all talked about it as well. They're the fucking. We have to mention this. It's not even on the rundown, but the MAGA challenge that this rapper is going viral
shit.
for. I have to find his name.
Wait.
I showed you this shit.
I don't remember it though.
So
Remind me.
this rapper, I gotta pull up his name.
Some random rapper. Not
Some random like internet dude. He actually has a decent following, but probably a lot of it because of this rap challenge. He made a video of him rapping in a giant "Make America Great Again" hat, and just talking about how liberals are trying to tell him who he should vote for because he's black, and like, no, I'm a Republican, I support Trump. He said it a lot more, musically inclined, but it went viral. Trump retweeted it and said, I'm now starting a MAGA challenge.
Hashtag.
Post your videos, and the winner, whoever makes the best rap, will come to the White House and perform. And it's taken off and gotten a little bit of steam, but the one guy who started actually
haven't
could
seen
flow.
this anymore.
The rest is like all like 40-year-old PTA moms like rapping like, hey, I'm here to tell you why
Oh, I kinda
Donald
wanna see
Trump,
those.
he gets me high. It's not drugs, it's
I kind of
good.
want to see those.
what fucking, I don't know, tax cuts, like stupid shit. It's just like the most ridiculous, like suburban white women like rapping, and it's if anyone's out there and needs to kill some time, look on Twitter, MAGA Challenge, and look at these videos. It's fucking hilarious. But I actually, me and Ed were talking. I was like, should I do this? And I was like, there's no way we can touch this. It's not good. No political alignment. I don't want that. And I don't need anybody coming at me telling me I'm some fucking white supremacist.
That's why I said I was like, it's gonna. I was like, even if it pops off, it's gonna be a blessing and a curse.
Yeah, it's definitely.
I was
more
like,
curse
you
than
might get
anything.
your followers up, but you're gonna be like Mr. Conservative.
Yeah, is it worth
You're
getting
gonna
the
be like
followers
Mr.
up?
Trump.
Yeah.
No, it's not worth
There's
it.
other ways.
Yeah,
I'll wait.
I'm gonna say you'll be
I'll
like
wait.
Wayne Jetski, aka Trump's favorite rapper.
Yeah, no, I don't need that.
That's that Trump rapper
That's a
dude,
that's
right?
a bad. Yeah, you just the Trump guy.
The SoundCloud rapping Barstool employee who's also Trump's opener for all his
Performed at the White House.
His fucking
Went straight from SOBs to the White House.
yeah, fuck that. We don't need to do that. Anyway, I just want to throw that in there so if anyone needs to pass time, check that out because it's ridiculous. But the third topic that we have right now, I thought this was ridiculous. I don't know what you guys think. John Legend was recently named People's Sexiest Man Alive.
Yeah,
Hard
that is
pause
some-
on this, but that is some fucking
Yeah.
bullshit.
Hard pause, 100%. But get the fuck out of here.
He's
bro.
not that fucking hot.
Dude, wait, what?
He's just like a good dude. People love him and Chrissy Teigen. Like that's what it is.
He's just a dude with the least stains on his back, bro.
Uh-huh,
That's the
100%.
bottom line.
He's
with
just
it.
like he's just known
Unproblematic.
as like
Yeah.
a nice guy. Like everyone loves Chrissy Teigen. They're just like always in the mix. They're
Yeah.
always like she's crazy active on Twitter. All this like he just has like the voice of like an angel. His voice is crazy.
Low key, I think
Doesn't
this
do
is all
anything
because
wrong.
of Twitter is why they gave him this because they
Yeah.
If he wasn't with Chrissy
Chrissy
Teigen,
Teigen,
he wouldn't be here.
Teigen,
100%.
Just chicks, bro.
Well, he
I'm
wouldn't
telling
be named the Sex Man Alive. He would still be like who he is. But
Would you guys would you guys say that you find Chrissy Teigen like supermodel attractive? I really don't, and it's not me hating on her. I think she has an exotic look, but she's got like a super round, doughy, like not.
Yeah.
You're hotter than probably most women I could ever attain, but I don't think that you're like this like pinnacle of.
I think she just got that like natural look, and that's what makes her like that sexy.
Well,
you know what I mean?
But I look at
I
like
think she's bad.
Emily
Like,
Ratajkowski.
certified
That girl
bad.
is crazy bad. I don't think Chrissy Teigen is certified bad. I think she's a hot, beautiful woman. I don't think she's like bad supermodel bad.
No.
well, I
don't
think
think so
I
either.
think she's different because all like the supermodels like you see like you saying like Emily Ratajkowski, those kind of like those slim faces like Kendall Jenner type like body types like tall and like skinny and all that. Like she has kind of like the puffy cheeks. She's super like exotic looking. She has like the lips a little bit. Like she's got a little like flavor to her a little bit.
Chrissy, you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, she's still tall and like skinny though, isn't she?
Oh, yeah, for
I mean,
sure.
she had a kid. She was chubby for a little bit when she
Yeah,
had the
this
baby
when
and
she
shit,
got
but that's-
pregnant,
That's
but
part of
yeah.
life, right? But nah, bro. I think she's bad, bro, and I don't know why, but I just think she's bad.
Maybe that's what it is.
I do
Maybe
too.
I won't say that she doesn't make my dick move. Like she's definitely attractive, but I think she does have a weird look. I don't get it.
Honestly, I think what turns me off the most about her is how annoying she can be on Twitter sometimes.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Like it's like over. It's
Yeah,
like
she's
she
overkill.
overdoes it. It's like we get it. We see your view. Like
You're
stop
overly
tweeting
woke.
at Trump. Like we get it. Like it's like we know what you're trying to do. And then it's the worst when like John Legend like backs her up or something. And then I'm just like, yo, because it just gets those like, it's not pity retweets. I don't know the word, but there's like this certain type of people that just like retweet that shit because they just feel like
it's just like
the easiest thing
it's a
to retweet.
snowflake retweet, like
you
anything
know. I don't know how to explain it, but
Republican or whatever.
yeah, it's just so I get so annoyed with that shit.
Oh no, she plays the game.
She plays it. She kills
She
it.
plays the
she
game.
kills
She
it.
knows how to go viral.
She knows exactly what she's doing.
Yeah.
Exactly. Oh, she
Honestly,
even won.
The video of her twerking with the chicken on her ass though was fire.
That video has
Oh,
been
and-
going
and
through my
she-
head the last 5 minutes.
And she popped her titties out on the gram. I fuck with her for that.
When did she do
got
that?
a
When did
nice
she do
tit
this?
a while ago. She got a nice tit.
Is it like nipple?
Yeah. Oh yeah, heavy nipple.
If I look, is it right? Is it out right now? I'm gonna look right
Probably
now.
not on her. Like I probably got removed, but I bet you can find it on Google.
yeah, she knows
Oh,
what
she popped,
she's doing.
She popped
though,
the
though.
nipple out for sure.
I feel like that's like half the game now, bro.
She got 26 million followers on the
Like
gram.
being with
That's
the chick
so
that
fucking
being with the
deep.
chick that's so popping. You know what I'm saying?
That's part of the move. Yeah.
Like, think about like I
think about Kanye.
I mean, yeah, Kanye, of course, but I like to look at Travis Scott because I've been a huge Travis Scott fan since like before he even dropped Days Before Rodeo, and even after Birds in the Trap.
Wow, that is a nice.
Let me
titty.
see.
Damn, dude, that's old IG though. That's like 2013
That's what I'm
IG.
saying.
Though.
That was on her IG.
Damn,
though.
I mean,
Out.
I mean, look
That's
at
what I'm
the
saying.
let me
That's
see
a
the nipple
real
again.
nipple.
That is a
That's a
titty.
real titty
That's
and
a
nipple.
real nipple.
That's a nice titty.
That's what I'm saying. That's a good tit.
That's a good tit.
That's a strong titty.
That's a good tit. Wow.
Strong tit.
He says in the GQ headline, Chrissy Teigen really wants to see her nipple. She got
Oh, yeah,
great
she
nipple
does.
to tit ratio.
Yeah, she does, right?
Shout out them
Tremendous.
good surgeons.
Well, oh yeah, what was it talking about Travis?
You were saying having the reason that he married her is because she's socially popular.
Well, they're not married, but
You're saying, John Legend married Chrissy Teigen because she's socially popular.
No. They were together. I feel like before the socially popular shit was even important.
Okay.
I feel like, but I'm talking about like other artists, like like a Travis Scott getting with Kylie Jenner. Birds in the Trap. People are gonna say I'm crazy, but
You didn't fuck with it that heavy?
no, the opposite.
Okay.
I think in so many ways
It's better than Astro World.
better than Astro
I would
World.
agree.
And I would never debate
so,
someone.
too.
I would never debate someone who says Astro World is better because I get it, but I think in so many ways it's better than Astro World. But I also think Rodeo is better than Astro World too. So but the numbers his albums did it was like what?
Then he had the Kardashian machine behind
Then
him.
you got the Kardashian Machine. Then Butterfly Effect comes out. Song to me garbage. When I heard it on the album though, fit in perfectly and it
Yeah.
made the song 50 times better. But when it came out, I was like, dude, I don't like this. And then he dropped the project, and it did like I know he had the whole like clothing thing
Bundle.
to go with it, but it did like 500 and something K. Like
That's unheard of.
you're not gonna do that without the stamp of being Kylie Jenner.
Yeah, without a free Kylie Jenner lip kit
Yeah.
built into the fucking
like,
what's it called? Album package. I agree.
Because he was super as poppin' as he was still kind of like the indie artist. I feel like the indie rapper.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
he was
yeah.
like the indie rapper, and then
Astro World like he had like a cult
Sicko
indie
mode,
following, and
yeah.
then Astro World totally like portrayed or
put him
propelled
on
him
like
into
the
like.
mainstream media for sure.
If you guys could pick one man to be this year's sexiest man alive, heavy pause. Who we picking? Top first thing that comes to your mind. Who we thinking?
I don't even know. I'll be looking at dudes like that, bro.
Yeah, shut up. Everyone looks at you. Know how to like gauge if you see a hot dude like that's a hot dude.
I don't know.
I'm going Jason fucking Momoa. That guy's a beast.
I don't know who's that.
He Aquaman
Oh, the dude.
from Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones,
Yeah.
yeah, Khaleesi's bitch. I mean, nigga. Yeah. Yo, honestly, I really don't know who I would say, but I will say that I think ASAP Rocky is the freshest nigga alive.
That's facts.
And just because of how clean he dresses and like
You got the best teeth ever.
you gotta look a certain type of way to be able to pull off all the shit that he pulls off. Like, and just because of that alone, I'm gonna give it to him. Just because of that alone, I'm gonna give it to him.
I'll take that. I accept it. What about you? Just off the top of your head.
I'm trying to
It
think.
can be a classically handsome man. You could say like fucking Joe DiMaggio, you know?
I don't know.
Oh, well, sexiest man alive can't be Joe DiMaggio because he's dead.
Now I'm just thinking about who all the girls think about. I'm sitting here like,
Who do all the girls think about?
you want to know
I
who
don't
all the, you want to know who all the girls say to me now? Christian McCaffrey.
I like that.
That's
a good
what all the
Yeah.
girls say to me now.
He's
even
a
though
handsome
he's
white
young-
boy
he's
in
a
the
young-
league?
Young white boy.
There's always the white boy in the NFL, bro. That the girls always.
'Cause I feel
Peyton
like
Hillis was one for a while?
It was
No,
it was
Peyton
JJ Watt.
Hillis.
It was
Stop.
JJ Watt.
No, wait. Who was it? No, Eric Decker.
Yeah,
Big
him
time.
too.
Yeah.
for
Bitches
sure.
were all over Eric Decker.
I'll say McCaffrey because like every girl I talk to, I feel like they like upset. And if you go on McCaffrey's Instagram, you'll see like follows who he's the only football player. It's like just all girls you follow McCaffrey.
I bet. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd
So
like
I'll
to
say
trade
him. I
places
guess
with
I'll say shout out. And he's
It's always
killing.
that one.
He's
yeah.
killing.
I
it
mean,
this
he's
year,
filthy.
Too.
He's
See,
disgusting.
he's different because usually they're like big dudes and he's kind of small. Like he's only like 5'10", but he's
I don't
yoked
even
up
think
and
he's
shit.
5'10", bro. But he's
Probably not. Even
nasty.
he's yoked up.
He's
and
That
shit.
filthy.
probably helps him more with women that he's not a,
He's
a
like
hulking behemoth.
he's normal. He's normal size and just yoked up.
Oh, we got a call. The plug is calling. Shorty's calling. All right. Well, now that we decided who we think the sexiest men alive are, we're gonna get into some segments. I think I explained the segments to you via text, but we'll go into the first one. The first one is Pour One Out. As any loyal listener knows, the last 2 weeks that we've been doing these segments, Pour One Out is the L of the week. Basically, who took an L, who looks stupid in sports, in hip hop, in pretty much the landscape of media. Does anyone want to start?
I'll start because I started again last week and I got another one.
Okay.
And I got to relay it onto my boy Ev. I'm pouring one out for Daniel Jones.
You
and
stole mine.
And the New York fucking Giants.
Oh.
Because they crowned this motherfucker the king in New York after one game against Tampa Bay.
No, we
Bucs.
fucking did.
Oh, let me finish.
God, whatever.
Said that, he was going to bring him to a Super Bowl. The Giants were all, this is the future. He stinks.
He doesn't stink.
He stinks.
He just fumbles. He doesn't stink.
He stinks.
I'd still take him over Darnold right now
Yep.
in a heartbeat.
Yep. Sam Darnold
easy.
is garbage.
Darnold is
Get
like
the
Daniel.
fuck outta
Daniel
here.
Sam
Jones,
Darnold, bro. He is
still
trash.
He's still
Based off
shredding
of
you for
what?
4 touchdowns. Like he's still threw for 3. He fumbled.
realistically
he's gonna
had
fix,
one
Daniel
one
Jones.
terrible game.
He's gonna fix the fumble problems, and he did not have one terrible game.
Wait.
Sam
Sam
Darnold.
Darnold, but
And-
I wouldn't even say one terrible. Oh yeah, I would say the fucking Patriots game was terrible. Other than that, like one really bad throw against the fucking the Dolphins.
Darnold
Other than that,
stinks,
he
bro.
hasn't had like
Sam
Daniel
Darnold-
Jones
Trojan
just
season.
fumbles a lot. Like his number. Daniel Jones has thrown more touchdown passes this year than Tom Brady. That's a fact.
Okay.
Like, he did,
Also, before I continue, I just want to let. I'm a
I mean,
Patriots
Sam Darnold rushed more yards than Saquon Barkley on Sunday. That's a fact.
fan.
He didn't have more yards though.
Yeah, he did.
Not more yards.
I know where you're
Rushing
going. I know
yards?
where you're
I'm
going.
Yeah,
saying
he did.
yards.
What do you mean?
who's Sam Darnold
I'm
gonna
saying
catch a
Saquon
pass
says
from?
Saquon.
What happened?
So you're saying he had more yards because he had more receiving yards?
Well, because he busted a screen for like 70.
Yeah, but
That counts.
I'm talking about rushing.
And they
yards,
also
not
and they
receiving
but I'm
yards.
saying that one his ankle's also so fucked up, and they just focus straight on him, and that's
Yeah,
why
'cause Daniel Jones
and that-
stinks.
Sam Darnold has
He
AIDS.
stinks. He shredded you guys.
He's a rookie.
We
though.
see Daniel Jones is good. Our defense is just trash.
Yeah, he's also a rookie, so
like
I
he threw
I
for
give
4
him
touchdown
leeway.
passes.
I give
He threw 4 touchdown passes. What do you mean he's trash? Our defense
I don't
let up
think-
35
I don't
points
think
on
Daniel
the
Jones is
Jets.
trash.
I'm messing with you.
But I'm,
he's
but I'm
trash,
saying like
but
he
he's
didn't
the
have like
loser
a
of the
bad
week.
like he didn't have a bad game. I'm saying we lost that game because our defense let up 35
Giants
points.
are
And
always-
he also turned the ball over.
Jets
a
are
shit
too,
ton.
honestly.
I mean, Jamal Adams literally walked up to this motherfucker and said, "Give me that."
But I think
Yeah, but
that
Jamal-
play that would
yeah,
happen
but
to any
Jamal- yeah, but
quarterback.
He was like, I'll take that.
Yeah, but Jamal Adams is a savage, and I said Daniel Jones. He has fumble problems right now, but he's gonna get over that. Like Carson Wentz fumbled like 20 times his rookie year. Like he's gonna get through that. He'll be fine.
I don't think you can say
He's
that
a-
Sam
he's a-
Darnold's trash.
Carson
Though.
Wentz
He's
is
not
overrated.
trash
All
by
right,
any means.
Move it on.
You
Move it
can't.
on.
We can. Sam Darnold is trash. I'll say it now. I've said it all year. I said it before the year
Yeah, the
started.
reason why-
when you guys crowned him the king of New York, he's trash.
When did I ever say he was the king of New York? I never said he was
This,
the king of New York.
before this year, Jets fans were talking playoffs. Fuck out of here, playoffs.
That's a
Yeah,
fact.
and I've
They were
said on
talking
this podcast
playoffs.
that I'm so upset that we fucking built this team up so much.
I
and
said
had
it
this
before the
new
year. I was like, my whole
narrative in
thing.
our
I was
head.
like, the Jets. All these Jets fans are too excited about Sam Darnold, and this fucking why because he's trash.
You
And
guys
it's the
build
same
up
thing that
every
happened
team.
with you
though.
guys for Daniel Jones. So,
Yeah.
all right.
I
But I'm
think
saying
this
this
is
is
I-
next year though.
You New Yorkers just do that.
I think Sam Darnold is still going to be a good quarterback.
Stupid.
Anyway, Daniel Jones was mine. Fuck. Looking got stolen.
It was about to be mine.
So my backup
For
is
losing
going
the
to
fucking
be
Jets.
Dame Dash. Dame Dash, who used to own Rockefeller Records, was a big part of the rise of Jay-Z and like kind of the whole Rock Nation wave. Recently has been in doing interviews saying he's going to start a streaming company or basically like an independent television service, and then it just came out that can't pay his recent debts of only like $2,000. So I don't know if that's just because it's a business expense. I don't know if that's legitimately he is hurting financially, or he's just gonna like. I know a business practice is to declare bankruptcy, but someone who's a boss or claims he's a boss hasn't paid back $2,000 to someone who owes him money. So I'm gonna take a little bit of drink and pour it out for Dame Dash.
All right. I'm going to pour one out for every college football team that's not Ohio State because Chase Young is back. They tried to do my boy dirty. My man took a small loan from a friend so his girlfriend could fly out to the Rose Bowl, the biggest game of his life at that time, pays it back like a man of integrity, like a gentleman, pays it back before all this becomes public, and they're trying to take this guy out the game, most dominant player in college football probably since Ndamukong Suh. Literally one of the best football players I've just ever seen. Like, he's a guy, you don't have to know football. You could never watch football in your life. When you watch an Ohio State game, he just jumps off the screen. He's just everywhere. So everyone that tried to come at my boy, tried to come at us, fuck you, pulling out because we're winning the Natty.
Okay.
Ugh. Don't want to get into that right now. But
Who do you like?
yeah, I used to be a USC fan back when Reggie Bush
Oh,
was
well,
on
so you
this
guys are
shit.
trash
So
now.
I don't. Yeah, well, see, I don't care. I'm not biased now,
All right, fair enough.
and it's looking like
Who?
well, it's tough.
LSU?
I don't want to say
It's going to be us and LSU. Joey Burrow's my guy. I fuck with Joe Burrow.
I never really want to sleep on Clemson because college.
Nah,
the
I never would
quarterback is
either.
Such a huge
I never
factor
will
in
either.
college.
Clemson's
Such a
real.
big
All I'm
factor.
saying is last time Bama was number 5, they won the Natty. So we're
Yeah,
coming
you
back.
know what?
Bama
I-
ain't
You
in
don't
this
you
year.
don't upset. Oh yeah, we are.
Bama
you-
ain't it this year. They ain't winning it all this year.
There's nothing.
They
worse,
might be in the playoff.
There's
but they're not
nothing
winning it
worse
all.
than a embarrassed Nick Saban. He's gonna turn it around.
Yeah, I also think it was better for them to lose to LSU.
100%. I mean, it's better than losing to South Carolina at home like Georgia did, who's number 4. Get
Yeah,
the fuck
and now
outta here with that.
Georgia's, but like now they don't have to play in the SEC championship.
Yeah, they almost got blessed in
Yeah.
a way.
They did get blessed.
I mean,
'Cause
yeah,
they don't have to play Georgia
it's the
now.
same thing
Yeah.
last. It's the same thing that happened last year,
yeah.
essentially.
Yeah, and they got their
Right.
dicks
They'll be
kicked in by
alright.
Clemson.
It's alright.
But,
Clemson's not. They don't have it this year.
Clemson's good.
But it's my turn, right?
Yeah, who you pouring one out for?
Was T.I. this week?
Ti was last week, but it spilled over into this week. It's still people are still talking about it.
Yeah,
You pouring one out for Tip Harris? For
yeah.
T.I.?
Tip, man. I love him expeditiously, but
Expeditious.
Can't be checking your daughter's hymen.
bro, you gotta let her go to her own fucking physicals.
Yeah.
Like
it's
you
fucked
gotta
up.
let her do her own thing, bro. Like that's gonna do some fucked up shit to her head, bro. Bottom line, it's gonna do some
Yeah, it's a
fucked
little
up
much.
shit. Like
There's a point like you can, not every doctor's Larry Nasser. Like
Yeah.
when she,
you got to trust the doctor. I'm saying shit happens, but I'm saying that's one in a
Yeah.
million.
No,
like,
he wasn't.
and
He
the-
wasn't going to make sure she didn't get raped by the doctor. He was going to have the doctor check
Check
her
if
hymen
she's-
to make sure that she was still a virgin and that
virgin.
she wasn't having sex.
and that's not.
Oh,
the
I
only-
thought. Oh,
That's what I
okay,
thought
okay,
initially
okay.
too. And then I was
Okay,
no,
okay.
And there's
Okay.
more than other. You know, having sex isn't the only way your hymen's gonna. Is the only way your hymen's gonna go. So it's like
Yeah, that's tough.
you need
Fuck.
you need to take a step back because it's gonna be bad news if you let her go off to college and dorm. It's gonna be bad news.
Well, she's just gonna get absolutely railed out. Large had a
Bad
good point
news
about
is
this.
gonna
He was
That-
like, "You know
that's
what's
a
gonna
re-
break?"
That's a real paranoid
And
parent,
the,
though.
and
The
T.I., right?
Yeah, I'm saying
and
T.I., yeah.
and even more because there's gonna be a target on her back because that's T.I.'s daughter.
That's true. That's facts.
So Nick, even if she's, I don't know what she looks like, even if she's not hot, there's a group of niggas that want to fuck her because she's T.I.'s daughter. As weird as that fucking
No,
sounds,
that's a fact.
it's fucking true.
Literally, I said it when I was in high school. One of our like hall monitors who was like the dare cop. When we were kids, he was a cop. He retired and became like a hall monitor, like security type thing. And he had a daughter that was a grade below us who like wasn't that hot. But at like the homecoming shit, we all be trying to make out with her, like trying to grind with her, just to say we grind with Marty's daughter. That's it.
I also, Large had a great point about this. It's gonna break T.I.'s heart when he realizes that his daughter's just been letting dudes fuck her in the ass for the past. 4 years. He's she's gonna tell him one day, like, "Dad, you know how I life hacked your little hymen rule? Everyone was just throwing it in my fucking asshole." It's true.
Holy shit.
But I mean, you know, you got to get around the rule somehow. We're nearing in on an hour, so let's hit it with our slaps of the week. Well, maybe we'll take our top 5 dead or alive into next week. So we're gonna come in. Everyone, give us your recommendations, your 2 slaps of the week, maybe your 1 slap of the week. Ed, would you like to start?
Yeah, I'll start. I got a few. So Jetski's taking the approach more he's gonna do more like the newer type stuff. I'm gonna do more type stuff that like it doesn't necessarily like just came out or whatever. Just shit that I've been fucking with lately. I'm gonna say 2 things. Well, this one's newer, just because we just talked about before too. Survival by Dave East. Dave East is just so like I fuck with Dave East so much because he just brings me back to some of that old like he reminds me just like more of the rap I listened to when I was like growing up.
So New York.
And the shit he's putting out, like those real New York, those real grimy bars, like talking about just a real shit. You can really just feel the authenticity in his voice and all that. So I'm gonna say him. Check out that new album Survival, and I'm also say what I've been bumping a lot lately is that Feed the Streets 2 by Roddy Ricch. It came out like a year or 2 ago. I feel like Roddy gets slept on a lot. Roddy goes
I don't think
crazy.
he hasn't dropped enough yet.
fire.
I think he goes. I'm saying maybe not.
he's
I just think
yeah,
he goes
no.
crazy
He's-
though. Like
he's
I
elite.
just fuck with him so heavy. Like he just makes such like.
He just does it
good
like
music.
nobody else, man.
I fuck
Honestly.
with him so heavy, so I'm gonna
Same.
give some love to Roddy. That Feed the Streets 2, that was like I think his second to last or third to last project, but I've been bumping that OD.
Word.
I fuck with Roddy. I'm very excited for him to put out a new project in the next coming months. My slap, it's only 1 song this time, and it's a song that I feel like I could have made, and I'm mad that I didn't fucking make this song, and that I'm not making the bands this guy's making because it went viral on TikTok. It's called Roxanne. It's by Arizona
Yeah.
Zervis. It's going crazy on
It
TikTok.
does sound like you, though.
It's going crazy on Spotify. Yeah, fucking quick tweeted out. I was like, I can't believe this is not a Jetski song. I heard it and I was like,
Damn.
what the fuck? This does sound like
sounds
me.
a lot like you. It's
So
weird.
I actually sent it to Denzel, I think the other day, and I was like, we need to, like, this kid's going crazy on TikTok, and our goal right now is to make a TikTok song that'll go viral, that we can make fucking some bands on TikTok. So check him out, Arizona Zervis. He's a white kid, does the kind of same type of shit I do, melodic, half sing, half rapping. He's a little more tatted than I am, so I think that's probably why he's more popping. He's got a neck tat, so we're gonna work on that as well.
I told you, you're not showing your commitment to the rap game until you tat some on your face. You gotta tat some on
I
your
can't
face.
do face.
Neck,
I
though.
would-
But if
I
you
would
go,
do neck.
if you're
Neck might be
dedicated, you
hard.
do it. If you were dedicated,
Neck
you're
might
dedicated.
be hard,
You don't
bro.
want it bad enough.
Hold up. The neck might be
I'm
hard.
playing with
I
him.
know, I
I'm
know.
saying-
It'd be hard, but
But if you really want that shit, you
I
gotta
saw
put
that
some in
video
your
of you.
face.
I saw that video of you like yelling at him about it, and I
I was like,
fucked through that video
ink
so
your face
hard.
up.
well, if
See, Mom, I'm really about the SoundCloud shit, Mom. I'm gonna do this shit.
I promise, if I
face.
get a song that reaches within the next year, if I get a song that reaches 1 million plays on any platform, I will get a tattoo on my neck.
Let's go. All right.
I'm
bet.
not gonna say face, but I would 100% say
All
neck.
right,
I'm
all
not
right.
saying where on my neck, how big, but I will get a tattoo on my neck area.
You know, French only has one tattoo and it's on his neck.
I was thinking it's on his dick.
No, on his neck. He has one tattoo and it says "Pray for me" on his neck. That's it.
Well, pray for me and pray for me to go viral, so
That's
we'll get
some-
neck tats.
That's interesting.
Give us your slap, Arco.
All right, I'll give you 2, just cause why not? The Jerry Sprunger by Tory Lanez off the Chicks Tape 5. That's just dropping at midnight tonight. I'm so hyped for that project. I've been listening to
You
since
love
Chicks
Tory.
Tape 2. Bro, I mean Chicks Tape 1, I listened to that too when that came out, and that was complete and utter garbage. But then Chicks Tape 2 and on has been complete fire. So I'm hyped, and he got all the artists on it. It's gonna be like he's gonna be able to actually monetize off of it. So
Because it's all sampled like a remixes of
it's
old
all
songs,
remix,
right?
and he has the actual artists on all the tracks too. Supposedly, that's what it says. And then another one, I'm just gonna go with Matumbo by Down to Earth because I'm a fucking die-hard Down to Earth fan. Super underground. People really don't know about him. He was just on a Logic song recently, but yo, his music, bro, like
And it's down DOWN2EARTH, right?
yeah.
Down to Earth's fire. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know you put me on. some of these fucking
Yeah,
crazy
like
fire.
his shit is it's magical. That's the only way to really describe it. It's fucking magic.
All right.
I'll give the like throwback slap of the week then.
There
I was
we
in
go.
a bar the other day and they were playing "You Remind Me" by Usher, which I haven't heard in forever. And I was
Damn.
like, added it to the playlist. Been listening to it for the last couple days. That's a banger.
Damn.
I love Usher, but he's got herpes.
Oh
It's
yeah,
not
I forgot about
confirmed.
that.
It's
They
confirmed.
kind of did my boy dirty with that.
Yeah.
Well, anything
People forgot about it. Though.
anything Usher,
And,
any
and,
throwback
and,
Usher
and
that
not
comes
to
on,
mention that it was with like a really fat bitch.
fat
Was
girls
it?
can't get love too.
Damn,
I
that's
love
true.
fat girls, bro. I said I fuck fat girls all the time.
Have any of you guys ever had sex to Usher? I feel like you've had sex to Usher.
I mean, it's probably
would,
I don't
for
know. I
sure.
can't pinpoint a time, but it might have been on.
I feel like I'm gonna start doing having sex to music.
Oh, have I played Usher? Oh, okay, no.
No.
She like
Dude,
purposely.
I go weekend party next door all day. It's easy.
Yeah, I don't want to be
No
crying
problem.
inside her though. No, that's what's gonna happen.
Actually, one time I played Take Keith's album. Wait, no.
Take Keith.
No,
Take
Take K. I'm dead
Take
ass.
it, the race.
I'm dead ass. Yo, it was after,
You're just throwing gang
it
signs
was
with your
after
finger
it
in her.
came
Fucking
out.
punch her in
It
the
was after
face.
it came out, and the chick came over, and I was like, yo, I'm gonna see if I can get this off. So I started blasting it. Yo. It was great, bro. It was great. I couldn't nut though because I kept listening to the music so
So I
much.
love my.
Yeah,
I was
you
so
couldn't- you couldn't
focused
nut
on
'cause you were
me.
thinking about where your
Lemonade
Glock
came on,
was.
and I was like, oh, this is my shit.
That's wild. All right,
That's
well,
funny as fuck.
that's all we got for today. Thank you again for tuning in. As always, follow us on all socials at 808 Smoke Breaks. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Leave a 5-star review. And one more time, Ab, kick to us what we started off the pod.
Yeah, remember my guy
Talk
Chad,
about.
if you listen to the beginning, my guy Chad, his mother has breast cancer right now. We're raising money for him. He's a huge 808 Smoker fan, huge Stoolie. So my Venmo is going to be open, Evan-McDowell-1, EVAN-MCDOWELL-1. All the money I get this week is going to go straight to him, his family. He's a great dude from Richmond, Virginia. God bless him. So please donate, reach out to a great cause. God bless him and his mom. We wish them all the best. In our thoughts and prayers.